Formaji YouTube video k lia oper jo tum ny story lik kdhs k oper tai men strong hook lik k do. Hook jandar. Suspenseful our curiosity si barpor hona chaye k mary vauer engage ho jn our video ko ntk dek and the colorless butterfly. The forest was silent, unnaturally so. A gentle breeze stirred, as if it did not want to disturb something hidden. The scent of damp earth filled the air. The dry leaves crunched beneath the footsteps of the girl as she ventured deeper. She held her breath for a moment when she saw a faint glimmer hovering above the ground. It was a butterfly, but it had no color at all. Its wings were so transparent that the shadows of the earth behind it were visible. The girl slowly reached out her hand. Her breathing grew heavier as the butterfly tilted its wings, as if studying her. A chill spread from her fingertips up to her arms. Her eyes widened as patterns began to appear on wings that should have been empty. The patterns looked like the shadows of someone's face. She took a step back. The colorless butterfly moved its wings again. And a sound came from deep in the forest behind her. A sound like someone breathing far too close. The sound of breathing grew louder. It was uneven, slow, but unnervingly deliberate. The girl could feel her heart hammering against her ribcage. Every beat echoed in her ears like a warning she could not understand. She wanted to turn and run, but her legs refused to move. The butterfly hovered closer, almost circling her head. Its wings made no sound. Its transparency made it feel unreal, like a ghost pretending to be alive. Then she noticed the faint shimmer along the edges of its wings. It was like a liquid silver, flowing and changing shape. And inside the shimmer, she thought she could see movement. Small shadows writhing like tiny creatures. The forest itself seemed to hold its breath. The usual bird calls and rustling of insects had vanished completely. Only the soft, deliberate breathing and the faint shimmer of the butterfly remained. The girl's skin crawled as if invisible fingers were tracing her spine. Her eyes darted around, searching for a sign of what was behind her, but the trees seemed endless. The shadows between the trunks stretched unnaturally long, twisting as if alive. A sudden crack echoed from behind her. She spun around, but saw nothing. The branches above swayed gently, but there was no wind. A sense of being watched settled over her like a heavy, suffocating blanket. The butterfly dipped suddenly, passing directly in front of her face. Her reflection, or maybe something else, appeared in the transparent wings. The face was pale, hollow-eyed, and familiar. It was her own face, but twisted, as if it belonged to someone who had suffered for a long, long time. She stumbled backward. The ground beneath her foot gave way, and she fell to her knees. The cold dampness of the earth seeped through her clothes. The shimmer of the butterfly grew brighter. Then it hovered above her chest, as if studying her very heartbeat. A whisper reached her ears, soft and chilling. It was not words, not exactly. It was a sound made from fragments of voices, overlapping in impossible harmony. A warning, a question, a plea. The girl shivered, feeling her mind bending under the weight of it. She could sense the forest around her moving, shifting in ways that made no sense. The trees seemed taller, their trunks curling slightly as if they had faces hiding in the bark. The shadows between the roots were deeper, darker, almost liquid. And the butterfly pulsed, like a heartbeat in the air. Then, without warning, it darted upward. Her eyes followed it to the tallest tree, where a hollow gaped wide like an open mouth. Inside the hollow, shapes twisted in impossible geometry. Something blinked, or maybe it did not blink, and her stomach churned. She felt a sudden compulsion to approach it, though terror rooted her to the ground. The whispering grew louder, now a chant that seemed to echo from inside her own head. Every syllable felt carved into her skull. Her ears rang. The butterfly circled the hollow once, twice, 3 times. Then it landed on the edge of the opening, its wings folding delicately. The shadows inside the hollow shifted again. She could see dozens of faces, pressed together as if trapped in a thin membrane. They opened their mouths, but no sound came out. And then one face turned toward her, unmistakably hers, but older, hollowed, and sorrowful. The girl's knees buckled. A cold wind rose from the hollow, carrying the faint scent of wet leaves and something metallic, like old blood. Her hair lifted around her face as though invisible hands were brushing it back. The butterfly extended its wings slightly, and the shimmer spread like a wave. The faces inside the hollow began to move